Rekkles and Los Ratones are a beyond perfect match. To clarify exactly why, today I'll be playing the lawyer for Rekkles as a player in general, and especially for this move he made to Los Ratones. And please do not worry, we are also going to be reliving some of the greatest Rekkles moments ever together along the way. Let me get this one thing straight. Rekkles really stood out to me as one of the oddest choices when the Los Ratones roster was first announced by caedrel just about a month ago. But now, they're about to face and steamroll T1. I'm kidding, I hope we don't get a 15-minute game. Anyway, interesting career choices are not that strange of a concept when we are talking about Rekkles. I still remember just how shocked everyone was when he made that now legendary move to T1 Academy, since he literally won a world championship there. Setting the EU finally wins world's meme aside. Rekkles' journey with T1 Academy was way above expectations, even though it wasn't perfect. After, let's say, having some trouble in the LEC with all the drama, it was super confusing to see him decide going to Korea, and not only that, but role swap the support at the same time. So, even though he didn't win LCK challengers or something, Rekkles' willingness to improve and adapt to a new situation, both in-game with the role swap and the fact that he was going to do all of this in Korea, just goes to show what kind of a person he is. This guy, while being a very kind soul, he's also a very relentless winner if you ask me. Having an extremely accomplished player like him in a team that is completely unproven as a concept, I would say is just so good for Los Ratones to make sure they keep improving, which is what we all want. This team is a fan favorite. The players individually have some of the biggest followings in the league esports scene, so Rekkles, arguably the most famous Western player, turns out to be a perfect fit. One big question regarding Los Ratones after their victory in the NNO Cup was, despite caedrel being sometimes downright horrendous when it comes to support mechanics, his shot calling was so incredible. Could Rekkles and the other players step up their communication when the time for caedrel to retire from support for good came around? No shade to the Rat King, but I would take Rekki over him any day of the week, any role, any game, in this, and all the other universes. It is also given that Rekkles probably won't be as vocal as caedrel with the shot calling right away, but I think Los Ratones will have all the time in the world to refine their communication style within the team. It is so crazy to me how three players who competed in Worlds, one that made it to the finals, one that made it to the quarterfinals, and baus are on the same team. I'm not saying this to belittle baus by any means, he's the Messi of League of Legends after all, and honestly my favorite player to watch. However, when it comes to actual professional achievements, I think Rekkles is more accomplished than the rest of the roster combined. Playing on the World's Finals, despite his team got 3-0'd, is something most players cannot even dream of. I still remember the incredible redemption run Rekkles managed to do with the rest of the Fnatic roster in Worlds 2017. Yeah, he did kind of run it down with Twitch on the second game of the group stage, which led to Fnatic going 0-4, almost saying goodbye to the tournament. From there though, they clawed their way back to the quarters, and it was absolutely amazing to see. That is when I became a huge fan of everyone in that team, but especially Rekkles. Looking back at those years now, I feel like everything started feeling a bit too corporate in the world of esports. I understand that it's a business of course, and it needs to be financially sustainable as a sector, but within LEC in particular, there are so many great players who can't find a place to compete just because of senseless dramas. Nemesis and Rekkles are the biggest examples of this problem, so having them unite after they played together at Fnatic in 2019 on this new, fresh Los Ratones roster feels so fitting. Just imagine Rekki and Nemesis making it back to LEC with baus, well yeah, and Crowny alongside them. It would be incredibly poetic, and I think we all would love that. If caedrel makes this whole thing work, and Los Ratones displays a good performance in their first year of pro play, along with smashing all the viewership numbers, I certainly think it's possible for them to pull it off. At the end of the day, if I was the GM for Los Ratones and Rekkles came up to me and said he wanted to play with us, I would jump right in. He checks all the boxes necessary for the team. He's friends with caedrel and Neme, so he has a personal connection, which most teams and players do not have nowadays. He also has a huge following, just like the most of the team. And not only just that, he has what the other players in LR lack the most, which is experience. So those are some of the reasons why I think he's the perfect choice to play support with the Rats, despite feeling a little bit random at first. It is also kind of ironic that he's subbing in for caedrel's support spot versus T1 this weekend, while Keria can't play and T1 actually needs a backup support this time. I'm still kinda hurt that T1 didn't give Rekkles a single match on the group stage so that he could get a world skin. I totally understand it though, it's not something you would want to risk, but hey, Rekkles will definitely be revenging that on Sunday, and I'm so excited for it. And I would like to assume you are too. If you made it this far, please comment "my coach cancelled it," so that I know you are one of the real ones. I don't even have the words to express how thankful I am for the support you have shown me on this channel so far, as we are literally nearing 1,000 subscribers. Like, what? Anyway, please feel free to share your own thoughts regarding how Los Ratones will do against T1 and all the other teams this this weekend. And last but definitely not least, take care of yourself until the next time. Bye bye. It's all in your mind, and it's frightening you.